Hello and welcome to Learning with Lauren. I am Lauren. I am a travel agent and I am helping you to figure out, are you going to become a travel agent, or do you know of someone who wants to become a travel agent, or have you always thought like, maybe that's for me? Well, on this channel, I am helping you to learn a little bit about what it's like to be a travel agent and some information about it to get you started. So let's talk a little bit about becoming a travel agent and those steps that you might need to take. So, in order to become a travel agent, there are some steps you need to take. For one, you need to figure out, are you going to be part time or full time? That's probably the biggest thing that you need to learn. And yes, you can do either one. That's normally the biggest hurdle for people. They say, can I become a travel agent? Because I can only do it part time. Yes, you can become a travel agent even though you can only do it part time. Not all agencies allow travel agents to work part time, but if you are interested in becoming an agent, you definitely can look for those travel agencies that take on people that can work part time. If you are looking to do it full time, they typically are looking for some sort of experience or specific skills that you might need, or other job related skills that you might have had in the past. You can check out my video about skills you're going to need as a travel agent. That will help you too. But the steps that you're going to need to take is you need to figure out if you're going to be full time or part time first. And then you need to find an agency. This is probably the hardest part about becoming an agent. And you also have to decide. I don't want to say the beginning you need to decide, but you have to kind of think about it. Is this like a career change? Are you just doing this part time? Are you planning on doing this forever? Is this, I'm just trying it out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. All those things are fine, and you can still become a travel agent, but those are things you need to keep in mind when you're looking for an agency. You also need to know if you're just looking for a host and you want to be completely independent. These are all things that you want to kind of look for. A huge red flag that you definitely want to make sure that you're looking out for is any MLM. So you don't want to join an MLM or a multi-level marketing level type thing. I don't want to say it's a scam, but it's the type of agency that's going to charge you high fees and then try and get you to get more people to sign up to be an agent. And a lot of times they have really good graphics and really good advertisements for you. And it looks like, oh, great, I'll join this agency. Like, it's so easy. I just got an ad and I filled out this online application, and great, I just have to give them like $500 and I'm all set. There should be some sort of interview process that you're going through, and you should be able to talk and ask questions. There obviously should be a contract with the agency that you are looking for. So that is one thing that you definitely want to kind of look for. You can also ask for recommendations. Can I talk to an agent that you currently have that could tell me a little bit about your agency? I've worked for two different agencies, and both agencies have asked, every time they have asked that we speak to new agents coming in and we'll answer any questions that they have. So that is like a very common practice for good agencies, because both times I have worked for good agencies with good agency owners. So you just need to make sure that you're finding the right agency for you. And it's going to take some research. Some places are not hiring. Some places are hiring. Some places are saying they're hiring at certain times during the year, or if you're in a certain location. There are agencies that focus on specific locations. There are places that only sell cruises. There are places that only sell Disney. I work for an agency, Carry On the Magic, and they specialize in Disney destinations. So everyone needs to go through Disney training, but it doesn't mean that you have to focus on Disney if you're going to be a travel agent. But you want to find that travel agency that works for you. So you really can ask people, and if an agency is not allowing you to talk to one of its travel agents, that should also be kind of a red flag, like, "Oh, why would your travel agents not wanna tell me how great it is to work for you?" So, it does sound like a very common thing, but finding an agency is really hard. But you definitely can do the research and you can do it. This is a fun job. It's hard work, but it's also a fun job. And if this is something that has been on your mind and you're not sure, like, should I be doing this? I don't know. What are people going to think? Who cares what people think? It's your life. You can't be sitting around waiting to see other people and how they're going to react to your life. You are a wonderful person. I haven't even met you, and I already know you're a wonderful person. And if you want to become a travel agent, become a travel agent, even if it's part time, even if you're just trying it out. I will tell you, one of my experiences is I wasn't sure if I was going to try out becoming a travel agent. And I had a very unique experience, unlike other people, that I have had agencies ask me to join for a long time, but only full time. And I never could commit to full time. I really wanted to make sure that part time I was figuring it out what I wanted to do. And it was really hard because full time agencies were the only ones that were interested in me, and the part time agencies were not interested in me. And I finally did find an agency that would take me on part time, and it worked out wonderfully. And what I did between the time before I started to become an agent and actually like signing my paperwork with that agency is I took 1 month and I didn't exactly know what I was supposed to do as an agent, but I said, okay, I'm going to start creating things that I would maybe give to clients. And I am going to dedicate some time in my day to see if I have the time to dedicate to be a travel agent. And that's what I did. For a month, I worked on some materials that would be helpful for me once I became a travel agent. And actually, after I became a travel agent, they're not really that helpful. Like sometimes they're helpful, but not really. But that's okay. I got to learn how to use different systems, what was going to work best for me, how to create things that I thought that clients were going to ask for. And I actually have other agents that ask to use my stuff a lot, but I don't use it a lot because I just have a different set of clients that don't necessarily need what I used to give to clients. So that just gave me an idea like, oh, I can structure my day like this, or I can do my day like this. And then I knew after a month, like, okay, so I can use my time at this time. I do know how to create things. I can try this out. The worst thing that happens is all of a sudden I say, I'm done. I'm not making this huge life commitment where I'm totally changing my whole life in 1 second, but I am making the jump that I am going to start working on something that I absolutely love and have a passion for. So if you have that passion for travel, or if you have a destination that you have a passion for, you can start just selling that. Maybe you're really into sandals and you love going to sandals and you're like, I just want to sell sandals. You can. You could totally just sell sandals. And maybe as time goes on, you might be interested in other things. It's really hard for me because I'm really into cruising. But guess what? People really don't want to cruise even in 2022 and are hesitant to plan for 2023 cruising because these COVID numbers go up and down. So I have had to kind of switch my gears and I really focus on Disney and Universal Studios right now, which is fine. I still love those things, but my real passion is cruising. So you have to have that kind of flexibility in your thinking of what you're going to sell in order to become an agent. So I hope this video was helpful for you. And I promise you, if your passion or if you are interested in becoming a travel agent, I suggest you start researching now. You can become a travel agent any year of your life. You can do it. I believe in you, and I know that you can do this. If you have questions on becoming a travel agent, please put them in the comments. I will try and answer as many as possible. And maybe that'll be another video that I can cover to better help you. Until next time, bye.